Dear friends, how you guys doing with the game DJ reaction channel? What's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? Today, let's go. You know, we came in with a bit of scary music. Look around, bro. Lights are off. At least you know we're doing a scary reaction today, guys. Hold on, let me just skip this ad. Today we are reacting to the Llama Art Hide and Seek horror stories, guys. I like horror movies, but I'm scared. I'm alone. I'm scared, and I'm in a dark room. Let's get into it, bro. Hide and seek horror stories. The volume can be on full. You can't even see my face right now.
When I was a kid, my parents would sometimes bring me down to my aunt and uncle's place to stay for the weekend. Mainly, I'd spend time playing with my two cousins who were around the same age as me.
Okay. So the kid seems kind of young. You know the scary shit happens to the young kids, I'm not gonna lie.
We lived on a small farm with plenty of open space, and we could run around doing pretty much whatever we wanted. If we
Sounds like a fun time, bro.
The three of us would sometimes cross over to the neighboring farm about half a mile away. It had been abandoned for decades, with a scattering of
No, but I would probably do the same. I love exploring, abandoned things. That's the best doing in your life, bro, when you explore an abandoned shit, bro. And when you're young, you don't know better. I mean, that's tough.
derelict buildings and other structures still standing on the property, just begging to be explored. This was, of course, a gold mine for three adventurous young boys such as ourselves.
Yes, sir.
Especially after my cousins told me stories about the deaths that took place in the house. It was pretty classic fare. Man goes crazy, axe murders his entire family, hangs himself, returns every night as an angry spirit looking for new victims.
I'm sorry if I heard that story. I don't think I'll be exploring that, man. I'm sorry, I'm not even gonna lie, that's tough.
Good, grisly stuff. Even at that age, I knew they were probably making it up, or at least embellishing old rumors. But seeing as how the setting lent itself
Rumors or not?
so well to such tales,
That's tough, man.
I allowed myself to buy into it. One afternoon, we decided to play hide and seek. When it was my turn to hide, I ran off for a flimsy brown barn that had living quarters on top, and climbed this.
Okay, I'm sorry, I don't want to keep pausing it. Bro, you're gonna hide in an abandoned house, bro. I'm sorry, that's tough, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I wouldn't even care. I don't even time that. Even if
Stairs looking for a good spot. There was still furniture inside, and personal belongings lay scattered across the floor. I maneuvered over broken dishes.
That's your son to get out, homie.
Tattered clothes and crumbling books, eventually coming to a small room with a closet. Jackpot. There were even long black dresses still hanging.
If I was a seeker, bro, I'm not even going in there to look for you guys. That's tough, man.
On the rod that I could hide behind. I stepped inside and managed to force shut the folding door. My only illumination was a slit of sunlight that shone through the crack in the door from a nearby window. I crouched down with knees tucked into chest and waited.
Okay.
Some time passed, and there was still no sign of my seekers. I waited some more, debating if and when I should give myself up. After nearly an hour, this was starting to get boring. My head drooped.
I'm sorry, if you're hiding in there for an hour, I'll be out by the first 30 seconds at least, bro. That's tough.
I woke with a jerk. It was pitch black.
Jerk? With a jerk? You woke with a jerk? Let's keep it going.
Drowsy and confused, I forgot for a minute where I was or what I had been doing. As it came back to me...
But if I wake up drowsy and confused, not know where I am, and I open doors and see that shit, I'm sorry, but I'm leaving.
The realization that it was now nighttime, and that I had been abandoned here, filled me with sinking dread in the pit of...
That would be the end of me if I found out I was alone in it. Dude, I'm scared right now in this room, bro. Oh, bro, this window is open shit, bro. I'm fucking scared.
I tried to get up, but a sudden cramp in my calf kept me grounded. I squirmed about, waiting for it to pass, when I heard a door slamming shut downstairs.
What the fuck?
One of my cousins? There was a brief period of silence.
I'm not
Footsteps at the bottom of
I'm
the
not
stairs.
even putting this on, guys. It's fucking
But
scaring
not
me right now.
just footsteps, a thud too. After every other step,
Nah, bro.
these weren't the footfalls of a child.
Fucking. What the fuck? Shit. What the fuck is that on the floor, man?
Low, heavy, deliberate. I held my breath, praying they would go away. They did not. The noises continued to ascend. After another moment of silence, the walking resumed, this time along with a steady scraping sound, like something heavy being dragged across the floorboards. The footsteps made their way through the debris and wandered aimlessly through the various rooms. I thought I could smell something faintly putrid. The constant scrape sent cold shivers coursing down my arms and back. My worst fears were realized when the steps reached the bedroom doorway. They got closer and
What if you're trying to put the body in the closet, bro?
closer, and finally stopped directly in front of the closet door. I couldn't see a thing. After an agonizing pause, they continued on, over to the other side of the room and out the doorway again. They faded away down the...
Comment down below, guys. You in this dude's situation right now, what you doing? Me? I'll probably... That's tough. That's a tough one. I'll try run out, I guess, maybe. I'm gonna stay there for that dude to kill me, bro.
doorway.
Let's go.
I waited for what seemed like an eternity. There were no more sounds now, and I was trying to build up enough courage to open the door and flee.
Now's your time, bro.
3 things happened simultaneously just then. I was bombarded with a smell I can only describe as fresh roadkill.
That's a body, bro. I'm sorry, that's a body.
I heard raspy breathing behind me in the dark closet, and I felt hot breath against the nape of my neck. That was enough for me to hurtle myself out from the confines of that nightmare space, relying on memory and scant moonlight to navigate through the darkened house. All the while, I heard footsteps chasing behind me, closing in with terrifying
Man, I'm
speed.
scared, bro. I'm in a room
It was
alone
a
with the
quick,
windows open,
torturous
bro.
escape full of trips and bumps and blind stumbling. I never looked back, at least not until I burst out the front door and into the country night. And when I did turn around, I saw absolutely nothing. There were no more footsteps and nobody was chasing me.
I reckon that's a ghost, or either the guy's gone hard enough, man.
That didn't stop me from running, though, all the way back to my aunt and uncle's house. There was a police car in the driveway when I got back. My parents were there too, worried sick. Everybody demanded to know where I had been. Apparently, when my cousins still hadn't found me by evening, they'd returned home to tell their parents.
That's fair enough, that's what I'll do, bro.
Eventually, the police were called in and informed me that they had
If I'm trying to sleep, bro, I'm not going in there.
already scoured every building on the farm. The insinuation that I was lying about my whereabouts didn't go unnoticed. None of it made any sense. It wasn't until years later that one of my cousins filled in a final piece of the story. He and his brothers had spent hours searching for me like they said, but the part they didn't tell anyone was that they thought they spotted me in the window of the bedroom I was hiding in. And when they got closer, they saw that it wasn't me. A young boy neither of them recognized was smiling and waving down at them and gesturing.
What the fuck, bro?
That's when they ran back home.
What?
All of this,
I'm in
while
the
I
dark
slept
room
in
with
the
the
closet.
windows. Actually, no, I'm keeping the light on, bro. Anyway, that was the hide and seek stories. And I made a shout out likes. Wanted me to shout them out. Shout out Llama Ross, bro. That shit's scary, man. Especially lock yourself in a dark room, bro. Have the windows open, bro. That shit scared the fuck out of you, bro. That's tough. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video, bro. See ya. Oh, wait for 10 minutes because we want to get the revenue, you know. Alright, see ya.